Welcome, class. It's the first one. It's Mr. Jamie on campus. The mailman arrived. A lot of components for our new video system are here, so I'm going to give you a little tour of what we got. This is what's arrived so far. As you can see, our new video system is going to be almost exclusively made up of components from Blackmagic Design. Now what we have over here first is, this is an old portable rack with a Mackie 1604 VLZ analog 16 channel mixer that I've had for ages and ages. And so this rack will contain most of the components of our system, as much as I can fit in there at least. So I'm going to give you a tour of the components that have arrived so far. All right, the circulatory system of this video setup that we're going to have is this smart hub, which is a way for us to be able to easily take any of our inputs, such as cameras and DVD player and computer output, and route them to up to 20 outputs, other equipment. So the switcher itself, any recording equipment, different screens, our closed circuit TVs in the building, and so forth. So this is a really wonderful, exciting piece that we didn't have in the previous setup. I'll come to the multi-dock in a minute. Our switcher is going to be the ATEM1ME Production Studio 4K, which means it has one mix effects engine, and it's a great mixer. It's software driven. We chose not to get the hardware switcher. I'd love to have it eventually. Instead, we're going to use an X keys for basic switching, and then we'll always have the computer that's running it, so we can go into using the computer and do anything that's more complicated than basic switching and keying. So now for recording, we've got the HyperDeck Studio Pro. So this will be our main recording. And then we also have a HyperDeck Shuttle, and this will have two purposes. One is I'm going to record a clean feed from our main camera, our wide camera, in case we have some really horrible switches, since we do have students operating this. But I say that, I mean, I'm just as likely to make a mistake as well. This will be a clean feed of one camera, so I have an option to re-edit and grab from a wide shot. Or what I might do is, I guess a wide shot. I'm not sure. Either a wide shot or our main speaker camera. I'm not sure. But I have the option for a clean feed. But then also, when I take one of the cameras away to do some field recording, then I can use the HyperDeck to actually record the video and audio. The Ultra Studio Express is going to be for our video editing computer. It's to get video and audio in and out of the computer. Sync generator to synchronize everything. We're going to have some analog components in here as well, so we're going to have to frame sync them. And so the sync generator, I'm not exactly sure, not 100% sure we need it. So if not, then we'll be returning it. But I'm got it because in our prior setup we had to frame sync several inputs. All right, the SmartScope Duo. It's to be able to monitor in the rack. We'll have two screens, but then it also gives us waveform monitoring as well, which we need for configuring cameras and so forth. So I'm excited about that. This is a great dual use component. This multi-dock is going to help make it easier for us to get recordings in and out of the computers. It's essentially it's a 4-drive docking station for these SSDs that we are going to be recording on. Here's one of them. I have a couple of these, and we can of course get more. But this multi-dock will take up to 4, and we can keep it connected to the editing computer at all times, and have ready access to whichever ones we dock. I'm excited about that. And then for live streaming, we are going to be using this Video Teardeck system. There are lots of reviews of this on YouTube. I encourage you to go look at it. It's exciting to me. I mean, it's compatible with most of the video streaming services out there. I knew that I've seen a demonstration of this for Ustream. I've seen for livestream.com, and also I've seen one for Facebook Live as well. So all of those are things that we could use this for. Looking forward to having a hardware unit and not a dedicated computer for streaming, because we've always had a computer set aside for streaming, and it's just too many moving parts. I don't like that. I want to try a hardware solution. We'll see how that goes. I think it'll be good. I'd like to introduce you to my sweet little 6-year-old, Sarah Grace Stewart. Hi, Sarah. Hi. That's all we have for today. So I just wanted to show you an overview of the components that we've received so far. On our next video, that we're going to choose one of these components and unbox it and install it in the rack and see if we can get it working. So that should be a lot of fun. All right. Well, that's all for today. Class dismissed. Do your homework.